It's okay. Off your mic. It's okay. She off your mic.
Chai! Now wow, people wey supposed talk truth to power don't off mic. And if we talk, now 500,000 they go summer us, call them hate speech. But fear not, Maiyegun don't come. Him go torchlight every corner, nooks and cranny of all these bad people where they spoil our country. So my people make we laugh, oh, yo yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh, yo yo. My people make we shout, oh, yo yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh, yo yo. Maiyegun don't come, man of the masses, oh, yo yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh, yo yo. Maiyegun diary politico, oh, yo yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh, yo yo. This one not the off in mind, oh, yo yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh, yo yo. And in the touchlight every corner, oh, yo yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh, yo yo. Okay, some people be they holla say they want the power. Chai, them be promise us say we go get light and power. Nah. Them hustle sote they can't get the power. But now they know they do anything with the power. Sure. Every day, dollar just they get the higher power over naira. See them talk say make we off mic, but thank God say Maiyegun don't come. So my people make you loud, oh yo yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh yo yo. My people make we shout, oh yo yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh yo yo. Maiyegun don't come, man of the masses, oh yo yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh yo yo. Maiyegun diary politico, oh yo yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh yo yo. This one not they off in mind, oh yo yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh yo yo. Person where they do evil, no one make person talk. Them say that Maiyegun, that man too they talk. He too they talk. Say Maiyegun diary, he they hot like pepper. But every day then they take money in bulk. Poor man picking, they the street they hawk. Still them talk say make we no talk. But thank God say Maiyegun don't come. So my people make you loud, oh yo yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh yo yo. My people make you shout, oh yo yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh yo yo. Maiyegun don't come, man of the masses, oh yo yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh yo yo. Maiyegun diary politico, oh yo yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh yo yo. This man
Mike, oh yo yo. Good morning to you, Jare. Good afternoon to you, or good evening to you from wherever you're watching from. This is Maiyegun live. I'm doing this somewhere in London. Okay, so I wasn't on last night simply because I was on the move. However, I was following the news as well. So I got few that I feel like I should share with you this morning, just before I get on with other activities. However, if you are in London, and you are free this weekend, or let me say today rather, if you are free, you can always join us at I think it's called the Peckham Rye. So Peckham Rye, you probably will find us there. So, but some of you have probably heard most of what I'm going to tell you, but Alpha, solid. Eba mi unlock ni ega aba mi jam mo feel it open for you. No, at the back. Nice one. So you are invited. I'm inviting you. So yeah, most of what I'm going to share with you this morning briefly, you've read about them. For me, I won't put them in the diary before I get on with other things. So I was strolling the internet yesterday, and I saw some youth that bombarded the former president's house. That is Goodluck Jonathan. They bombarded his house, asking him to come out and contest in 2023. Just same way you have some youth who said they are already buying. They are buying Tifnumbu's form, right? So you have many of them who are going to group like that. But however, This was the wait. First, is posters are now everywhere in Abuja. On this platform, last year, it was on this platform the bombshell was dropped. I know many people don't still believe it or probably will feel like, no, Nigeria politics is weird that way, that you should not rule out anything. We have been told that part of their permutation was to bring Goodluck Jonathan back in APC so that he can only serve one term. But it sounds so ridiculous. Like, how could Jonathan now go and join APC? It doesn't make sense. That is how most of political action in Nigeria and the political actors in Nigeria, they don't make any, because they don't really need any sense. They don't need one. What they always need, or they've always been claiming to need, is interest. They'll say it is all about common interest. They don't have a common enemy, permanent enemy, permanent friend, but they only have a permanent interest. It's that ridiculous. However, it's playing out now. First of all, it was meant to have moved towards the end of last year. Part of the condition they gave to Goodluck Jonathan for coming back was that it would cross over to APC. It will bring all the South states with him. So the consultation didn't go according to plan. So Goodluck Jonathan himself just mellowed down, like it's not going to work. But somehow, the people where they make all these moves from the South, who wants to be president or no president, right? The remote control, the cabals, remoting them, remote controlling them, and all of that, yeah, they are at it. So this youth went out yesterday. You need to contest, or else we will sue you. They said they will sue him if he doesn't show interest. However, if you are doubting it, this is what Jonathan told them.
For you to come this morning, this manner, so clearly that the youth are invested in politics. We have always been urging that the youth must get involved in political process. And luckily, they're not too young to run this. It's made it very clear that the young people can contest almost every position in the government. So we continue to encourage you to get involved in the political process. As long as many youth get involved in the political process, we'll be able to get the government to do that. Yes, the country has made some challenges. Some of them started long time ago. And I believe with the interest of the young people, the challenges will be.
So unfortunate that my broadcast got interrupted for some reason. Sadly, I got interrupted and I wouldn't even know why. So what happened is that we probably will do this properly some other time, right? Very sorry to you, my friends, who actually thought we could have a nice time this morning. I will be going out soon. And I don't know if you are still watching anyway, but yeah, I'm going out soon. And that will be at the Peckham Rye, it said. So if you have a chance of, if you're in London and you have a chance of coming out, yeah, sure, you can stop by and say hi. And then later this evening, yeah, I'll probably get this done properly. Very sorry, guys, that it is not flying this morning. I am far, far away from home. And obviously, we can tell that I'm just improvising. So improvising using my phone, just my phone, you know. So that actually just killed the spirit there. But it seems that people are coming back gradually. So what I'm going to do is, where's my other phone? Where is that? What I'm going to do is that I'm just going to do something like an highlight of what I wanted to share with you. The other one I wanted to share is that of Atiku. So I picked that up as well when I was, you know. Yeah, we are still acting up. So sorry, guys, right? So Atiku said that having won 11 million votes in 2019, definitely, he should be given the ticket for their 2023 without any contest. And then Saraki and gang who put together a scheme called the consensus in PDP as well. They also ran into troubled water, troubled water where the consensus agreement fell flat. And those who participated, because Saraki emerged as the consensus candidate from the north, okay? But Saraki, Bala Muhammad, and who else? Tambua in Sokoto. So Tambua felt played, and that is why Wike is dancing. Man, it could have been fun this morning without that interruption. Wike was like, you cannot guide the guy man. You see, their political space is filled with characters that have nothing, no idea on how to run a country. They can't run a home in a way. However, if you then just continue to believe in those who don't even believe in themselves, so to say, then you will continue to get the same results. And people like us feel like at some point you should be able to say, well, I'm done with this kind of, with this kind of tomfoolery, this bullshit, which means that we don't believe in their politics, and these are the reasons why. So Wike was mocking them, like, they said that they were doing consensus candidates. And according to Wike, he said they came to him. And it was the brainchild of Saraki. And most people who know Saraki very well, they said he's so dubious, trickish, and very cunning, a very manipulative character. So Wike said he rejected. Now they be like, say, don't play Tambua. Tambua can say no consensus. All of us go contest. And so Wike started dancing.
politics. You just come. You want to answer. Good, come. Look, that is see. But maybe you don't. You look myself finish. You water come with me. Or where would they do consensus? You. Now you are who start first. How did the water enter melon? So you think I will fall in, come and take me? No, let it work like that. If you want run a nation, run a nation.
Those are the charlatans who are running to be president of Nigeria. So I'll talk more on that sometimes later. We want to, we the Yorubas from other part of Yoruba land, hear the news of the passing of Alaafin. Alaafin Iku Baba Yeye, Omo Iku finally took his son, as they say that Alaafin is Omo Iku. So Alaafin passed on last night at Afe Babalola's University Teaching Hospital in Ado Ekiti or Ekitisha. So the plan then was he was actually an old man, 83 years old man. So he was ill. They took him to Afe Babalola Private Hospital in Ekiti. And when they realized that that wasn't working, they started the process of taking him abroad, as usual, you get? But that didn't work. So the visa, the travel arrangement for his wives, himself, and those who are going to come with them arrived yesterday. But when the whole thing arrived, Alaafin was no more. So Alaafin Waja, that's what they will say in Yoruba, Alaafin ti Waja. But there's something kind of significant about the death of monarchs in Oyo State especially. We've witnessed a series of monarch death in Yoruba land in the last 6 months alone. However, you see this Oyo State, this Oyo State own, they lost Olubadan. First, they lost Soun Ogbomoso. Then we lost Olubadan. Then now we've lost Alaafin. You see, normally, this is like the passing of an era. Alaafin Oyo had been, it's been on the throne for 53 years. Do you get that now? Sorry, one sec. I have a message coming up. So this text. Good. So I'll be going out, like I said, I should be going out any moment from now, okay? So Alaafin spent 53 years on the throne. And this is not the time to castigate or cast aspersion and the rest of that. But I can tell you, okay, Oyo, which is Oyo State, and then Oyo Town. For those who have visited there, you can still call it ancient after 53 years reign of this monarch. Very, very popular and all that, okay? So that came, and then we are looking forward to the new generation that probably will have the interest of the Yorubas, because that's so important. Many of us, we have been disappointed by the nonchalant or I don't care or culpability of those who are supposed to hold our royal stool, traditional stools, things that could easily speak for us when politicians sell us out, when politicians sold us out. So we will probably, but it's so unfortunate, right, that it's gone so spiral down that the politicians are those who are going to select who will become the royal fathers, or they've been the ones selecting them for a while now. And that means that it will always be those who are loyal to them and those who are ready to defend Nigeria. So that is why it is kind of a mixed feelings, I would say. The death of Alaafin, or the death of any paramount ruler in Yoruba land at this time, it is never going to give us the real Yoruba-ness. they threw Yorubaness in us because it starts from the custodian of our culture and value, tradition, the traditional stool. They are supposed to be the check and balances on the erring politicians. But what do you do? What would you do when the politicians are those who select their own lackeys as royal fathers? So it breaks hearts. Unfortunately, that is the situation we found ourselves. Are you with me? But at the same time, it's the passing of an era and the beginning of a new one. And as a Yoruba man, I would want to see the Yoruba monarchs who genuinely love Yoruba land. And you know, if you love Yoruba land genuinely, trust me, you will never be friends. You will never be friends with anything Nigeria. Because you will be enraged with how much backwardness Nigeria has brought upon us. But since the royal fathers, the royal stools are being funded by the politicians, they pay their salaries and they pay for their medical bills too. Royal fathers, for 53 years, Oyo State used to be, Oyo Ibadan, UCH in Ibadan, used to be the best medical facility in the entire Africa. I'm not joking, no. Trust me, I'm not joking. For real. The entire Africa in the 50s, in the 60s. Maybe not in the entire 60s. But kings, queens, prominent people travel down to Nigeria, travel down to Yoruba land, travel down to Ibadan to seek medical care. When we first started or joined this union called Nigeria, and we were on our own. You see, I know most of all those passing royal fathers. Somebody is telling me to correct the date. I know. I'm sorry. I am just improvising. It should be Saturday, and it shouldn't be. Give me a sec. Let's see if I can turn it around. So it should be Saturday. Anyway, it's already messed up so much from the start. Remember, we've been having issue with the connection and all of that. So, but I'll do just the observation so that it stays there. And that's a Saturday. Give me a sec, by the way. I don't know. I think I've corrected it now. Let's see. So personally, I want to see genuine people holding holding our traditional and all, traditional stool and all of that, because they were supposed to be the checks and balances on these rogues. Unfortunately, they joined the bandwagon. Unfortunately, the Yoruba land that was meant to be so great and now has no hospital to take care of Alaafin. We have no medical facilities to take care of any of these royal fathers. Trust me, we don't. So majority of them have been receiving medical care abroad, paid for with the taxpayers' money. Kings don't work. They just get whatever they give to them from the government, so to say, gift and all of that. So they watch as all the institutions were destroyed, all the institutions, the ones that could even take care of them, right? We thank God that at least Oriade Osuta, but you would prefer that Oriade Alaafin of Oyo would never have to die outside his own kingdom. Well, to these days, I don't think that really matters to anyone anymore. In Nigeria, where everyone just wants to get by and survive, as they say, until the next day. So we wish Alaafin Ikuba Bayeye a safe passage to the land of our ancestors. And when he gets there, he should deliver the message of how he left Yorubas in Nigeria. He will probably have to tell them what he did. And then with other people, in the interest of Yoruba people, in the last 53 years. So we wish his family all the best. Some are saying that what's going to happen to his wives? Nothing is going to happen to his wives. They are all going to go and remarry. That's what will happen. Who is going to marry the king's wife? Wait and see. Okay, there are people who are already waiting for them. And traditionally, normally they will say you don't touch the king's wife, even if the king is dead. Another king can inherit them, but it doesn't really work that way these days, right? So whatever happens, we personally, the one we concern me, we say we look forward to see, who is going to be the next Alaafin. Another Stuji, another friend of Nigeria, another one that is going to throw Yorubas under the bus, especially if his bread is being buttered by the invaders of Yoruba land. You know what I mean? We wish them all the best again, I would say. Anyway, our conversation this morning got interrupted because of the network issue earlier. But what I'm going to do is that I am going to possibly show you around London later today, because I'm going to be, well, not everywhere. I'm going to be in your city. I am in your city, and I'm going to be almost everywhere. So you're going to see my face, and you're going to see me, and you can come out. We're going out now. You can come out and join us at Peckham Rye. If you are in London, right, could join us at Peckham Rye, where we are doing a video shoot for the Prince Checheman's video, the music, which is we are going. For those of you who have heard that. So I'm going to feature in that, and I am also going to see some of my friends right here. So thank you for your time this morning, and sorry for that interruption earlier. What happened is this: we'll have a better time later this evening. If you have time to join us, then you should. And if you don't, when I get back to Glasgow, we'll have our regular as usual. You have a wonderful morning, everyone. For those who stopped by. So good morning.
Saraki Maiyegun ti dé. Maiyegun ti dé. Ọ̀jẹ̀lú Saraki Maiyegun ti dé. Saraki Maiyegun ti dé. Lórí Facebook Maiyegun ti dé. Saraki.